How the heck are you, everybody? I'm Fastidious, back with another Dragonheir Silent Gods video, and this is a proper guide. I have done what I don't think anyone has shown yet on YouTube, and I know because I was looking for it, because I'm very happy to watch guides in this game to get me some help, but I couldn't find a guide on a free-to-play way, or quite frankly, any way to beat 10, 11, or 12 in Curse of Venom. These are cool stages, right? They get kind of hard up here, though, but this is your first opportunity to get these amazing one-piece sets. I couldn't find any guides on how to do it on YouTube, like really none at all, and I want to do it because I'm trying to make this push at the end of the season, and specifically for Season 1. So here we are at the end of Season 1, so if you're watching this now when you're finishing Season 1 or beginning Season 1, or you pick this up in the future, hopefully it can help you a lot. And I think I've got about as free-to-play a way as you can do it. I will tell you, I'm going to show you for Stage 11. I haven't yet been able to work out Stage 12. I think I need slightly better gear, but Stage 11's pretty cool. You know, you get the 2 out of 3 arrows chance to get the premium one pieces. So hopefully with a lot of farming, you can snag a couple decent ones. But even at Stage 10, this obviously will work for Stage 10, you already have an opportunity, whereas you just don't even have that opportunity up through Stage 9. You're also always guaranteed now a legendary piece of equipment. You get 4, and then at 11 it's 5 of the, so basically it's 2 drops, right? You're guaranteed the 1 piece of equipment, and then the 5 forge things with, you get a little ore, that's another drop. Goes all the way up to 6 here on 12. So hopefully I can get up to 12. If I do get that and you guys want it, I'll make a guide on that as well. But without further ado, let's head in to Stage 11. No time for an intro here, guys. We just got to get right on into it. So Stage 11, here you go. You're up against level 200 monsters here. Pretty annoying. We've got the Deadly Harpy. We've got the 2 Flame of Element poisons. Let me show you what these guys do. So the Flame Element poison guys, they deal poison damage to the enemy with the lowest HP. So be cognizant of who that is. Pretty darn simple. And then this one places a pretty nasty defense penalty 2, to the current enemy it's targeting. It's annoying. It definitely is. It's going to be your guy in the middle. So for us, that will be Horrus. I'll explain that shortly. But essentially, you're going to want to bring some form of cleanse. So I'm bringing Vicuc. You could definitely do this with Hexandra for like extra free to play. But that would just be extra hard. But you can do it. You can definitely do it. Everything else is literally free. But Vicuc is better than Hexandra. That's who I'm going to use. I've only got the gear that I've got. I've only got the tunes that I've got. I worked hard getting a Vicuc, so we are going to use him. I just love him. Huge shout out again to Odd1 Gaming who turned me on to that hero. I'm so happy to have him on my roster. There you go. And then the Harpy, he does a couple nasty things. Deadly Harpy possesses both multi-hit single target damage and AoE damage that threats closely positioned teams. The defense penalty inflicted by the Flame Element poison also increases the Deadly Harpy's damage. So you can see the 2 passives. Attacks have a 60% chance of triggering Assistance of Poisonous Will-o'-the-Wisp, whose target will always remain the same as Deadly Harpies. And then we have immune to control effects. That's obviously typical of a boss. It's on a 12-second cycle. We're not going to do any pre-designed timings for cyclings. We're just going to let it ride. It will work fine. We got 6 seconds here, deals poison damage to enemies within range. And then we've got dashes to the current target's location. So this is going to be, for us, Horrus, the guy in the middle. Performs a triple kick, each dealing poison damage and triggering Flame of Element, the poison's simultaneous attack with certainty. So guaranteed that you're going to get that kind of extra Flame Element simultaneous, in conjunction, joint ally attack, however you want to think of it. So there we go, guys. That's basically all you need to know. There's debuffs we have to cleanse off from the Flame Elements. There's big damage. So we're going to need tankiness, and you're going to need this guy in the middle, whoever you have dead in front, to really be a proper tank. So we can start there with Horrus. So I'll just show you. I don't think my Horrus has a single skill up. No, he doesn't. He works just fine. Horrus is cool because he can place attack penalty 2. I'm bringing Vicuc, who has a lot of accuracy, and will be landing those. So actually, you can see I didn't build my Horrus with very much accuracy at all. He really is there just as a tank. But if you needed that and you've got better gear, you could go for that hybrid build where you're snagging some HP and some defense and then enough accuracy. You can kind of find that nice balance. For a set, we're going for the 3-piece set over here, Radiance of the Blue Oak. And you can see, again, this is a nice effect. You get the Enlightenment, we don't care about, obviously, but you get the Knight's HP. The most important thing is going to be the self-extra heal. So the 3-piece effect heals the hero by 20% max HP after the wearer unleashes their ultimate skill. So yeah, snag and defense main here. Oh, excuse me, HP main with defense subs there. Then HP main with couldn't get any defense subs there. Some nice defense subs, some flat defense. And then here, broken set piece for the last one, but works pretty well because we had a nice HP roll, a nice defense roll. But you can see the gear's not like amazing, not at all. For our stones over here, the ruins, our positive ruin, we got flat HP with some defense. Defense bonus, and then we got flat defense with some HP. You're seeing the theme, right? So we have a healthy chunk of HP, some nice defense, but again, these stats just aren't that crazy. My resistance is not high enough to resist, so that's negligible. It is what it is, baby. We're rocking the Troll's Heart over here. We got flat defense with resistance stat as well. What's really nice is the extra 18% HP. We just want a tanky boy. We want a good enough defense and a very large HP pool. The HP pool is important because keep in mind, we're going to get those nice heals based on max HP from the set bonus. So that's going to be our Horrus. Very happy with him. And then we're doing a double tank strat. So just to his left, we've got Isolde. This is important because I've got Isolde in the Ancestral Protection set, which the 3-piece effect, we're getting a defense boost and an HP boost from the 2-set effect, but the 3-set effect, where the wearer is going to take 15% of damage that would be taken by other allies. It's important that we get protection for all the other allies, but most important is Horrus. If he dies, the whole run falls apart. And then also, Isolde will get a little damage reduction. So because she's accepting all that extra damage, it's going to be reduced what comes in. Only one character can trigger this, so it's not like we can have a bunch of people wearing this set. But you can see, we're just hunting for the same kind of thing. She also has attack penalty too, if we look at her stats, her skills, excuse me. So that'd be nice, but again, not enough accuracy that we're really going to be landing at maybe 1 or 2 here and there. She's really there for the defense up, getting those buffs, helping everybody stay alive with 30% increased defense. It's only the defense up 1, not defense up 2, and she also grants some shields. That's cool. It's all good. We get the shields over here, each ally within range, so we're definitely going to cluster some of our allies nice and tight together. Kind of all of them. They're kind of all touching right in the middle. But yeah, that's going to be Isolde. I'll show you just, we'll click through. I don't really need to talk too much. HP defense. You can see HP main. You really see the theme, don't you? This one we have accuracy, just in case she can land a couple clutch ones when we need it. But quite frankly, I could go for more tankiness. Maybe let's do that. Do I have anything lying around with some HP defense? Let's just see. Clicking real quick. You know what? Let's just YOLO. Let's YOLO this one to 16 and call it a day. How about that? Because we really don't need her, and I want to prove that. Hey, double roll and flat HP, not very good, not that bad. I'm trying to show you, my gear is really just not that special. It is what it is. It really is. For the artifact, she's got the other nice rare one I have, Banner of Oath, extra defense bonus when allies are around. There's a lot of allies around, then nice HP bonus roll here that you get from when it's at plus 20, and then some flat defense to boot. She is max skilled. So that's worth noting. Or nearly max skilled? No, she's fully max skilled. There you go. We'll go a lot quicker now. So Vicuc, we're just going for some nice tankiness and then, some skill haste. So the set for him, and this is also a nice support set, we're doing a 3-piece in Brotherhood Spirit. So after he unleashes his ultimate, and it's going to happen fairly frequently because he's got the skill haste, so we can cycle at a nice, decent-ish clip. All allies will get 15% extra attack, so that will help with their DPS output. But yeah, we just want to make sure he has enough accuracy. So getting over 250 was the goal here. And then we want some tankiness so he doesn't die. But he doesn't need too much since he's not taking the brunt. Just clicking through, you can see nice defense, get him up nice and high. Nothing too crazy. We're going accuracy main over here. I don't have very good gold accuracy runes, negative runes to use on my poison elementals. And then we're getting this. I love this artifact, Mirror of the Living, extra heals when HP's nice and low. So when you really need them most, the heals are juicy. 40% or under, they're going to come in big, 30% more healing. So that's going to be Vicuc. We can go really quick on the DPS. Doesn't matter too much of Tonalnan in terms of the specifics of the build. We just want her in a nice old build. I can actually soup this up just a little bit maybe, and we can put her in this guy over here, the Eyeball of the Giant. That could work even better to help her ult damage, since I'm not bringing Felicity into this battle. But so she's got 20%, and it doesn't have to be Tonalnan, right? Just we're going for this red and green, this fire and poison dual affinity thing. So go for that balance. and then bring the relevant DPS. So like it could work with like Sidrus. It could work with Sigrid and Latalis if it has to, right? But for me, I'm bringing Tonalnan. She's good for, especially since I'm bringing Errich, who I think is a great choice because he's 100% free to play. Like you get him in the story. So even though he's a legendary, he's 100% free to play. Nice attack. She's crit capped at 82% because she gets 20% from the passive, and that's basically it. She'll synergize nice with Errich, our wild legendary, and he's in this hybrid build with some solid DPS, nothing crazy, decent crit damage, decent attack, stuff like that, but then also a chunk of accuracy, 232, because he is wearing the Witch's Remains. This would work without Witch's Remains. It's just going to take longer. But if you got it, use it. Otherwise, you can easily just throw Crown of the Unclean on. I mean, everyone will have that, but Witch's Remains, better legendary version. And it makes it easier to build because you get more stats. This is 72 accuracy, Witch's Remains is 96. That's basically it, guys. Not too much more to say. If you're not yet playing Dragonheir Silent Gods, definitely join me in here. It is a lot of fun. You know, I'm playing it basically every day now. I'm making tons of content for this game, so check it out. The link is in the description and the top pinned comment. Available on PC, mobile, Epic, I can't keep messing my fingers, Epic and Steam, all that good stuff. Hope to see you there with me. Not much more left to do. We'll save this with the little changes we made, and we're headed right into battle, all right? We're just going to go click. We're going to let it run in auto. We'll watch it together. I'll tell you right now, there's a chance Tonalnan can die. She's fairly imperfect for this, I would say, because she goes frontline, so she takes a little bit more damage. You could always just make her a little less DPS and make her more hybrid. You know, like she has an attack bonus main for the chest. We can make it HP bonus. That's something I played with. But I've noticed even if she dies, we can just finish it without her because we get pretty far along. As you'll see, here comes a cleanse with Vicuc. That's really nice. But yeah, I like to run her in the proper DPS build because if she doesn't die, the run's really fast. And even if she does, I think the run still is faster for me. But if you're having that issue, definitely just go tankier. I will say, I've done a lot of experimenting with hybrid builds and tankiness the past couple hours. There she goes, down she goes. But while we're already under 50% health, so we should make it pretty. And you can see she helped us get nice and low really quick. We just need to land a couple defense downs. There's one, and it should be pretty good. But I've experimented with a lot the past couple hours. This took me a while to try to do 12, and I just can't do it yet. If you have any suggestions for how to do 12, especially in a more free-to-play way, definitely let me know, guys. Here's a very clutch heal right there with the cleanse from Vicuc. Nice dispelling that big version defense penalty 2. Now we've got, well, like 15% left. You can see it's a pretty fast run, too. It's crazy thinking, like a month ago, I was struggling so hard to beat like 7 or 8 with any speed. And now we can do, I was doing like tons of healers just to try to make it to the finish line. And now this is going to come out fast enough that I don't have to fast forward through it. Hopefully he doesn't die here, though. There we go. Clutch damage reduction. Let's get some shields. Vicuc, cycle. Come on, buddy. We should be good, actually, even if Horrus dies. This is why, you know, it's nice having Isolde bringing the shields and everything. There's very clutch, dispel, and heal. But even if Horrus dies, the way this shakes out, then the aggro will move to Isolde, so we should always have enough time to finish. As you can see, we did. Down goes the Harpy. Fantastic stuff. We'll check all the stats in just 1 second. But I'll say, yeah, if you have suggestions for 12, let me know. But I think this is pretty darn free to play. I know for a fact it can work with Hexandra. You could take out Tonalnan and put like put Sigrid. You could put in Latalis for Errich. It just might make the gearing a bit tougher, you know. But if you've got the gear for it, you can do that. Follow the same kind of thing. And obviously, if you don't have a Isolde, you can just use another defender. Or maybe you could try another support, like another healer or a shielder, instead of just a straight defender. Horrus did make it to the end with this build, so if you copy my Horrus build, you should be pretty good. I like her because she's a great candidate for the Ancestral Protection set, and she gives shields, which is nice. She's kind of wearing a lot of hats, and obviously she's the proper affinity. There you have it, guys. Let's check out those stats. So you can see, Tonalnan's still really good. Put up almost half as much DPS as Errich, even though she died halfway through the fight. I think that's really impressive. A lot of this came just because he was the only one dealing DPS at the end of the fight. So she helps us speed it up. Once my gear's better, I think she'll always survive the whole thing, and it'll be silky smooth. And then, yeah, you can see decent healing, decent support stuff, damage taken, the whole picture. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I think this is my first ever, like, proper guide for Dragonheir Silent Gods where I feel like, hey, I know something. Let me show you guys something. And if someone has put out a guide on how to beat 10 or 11, let me know. I just couldn't find it, and I needed it, so I was like, all right, I'm going to figure it out myself, and I'm going to make it. Guys, again, if you like my stuff, be sure to subscribe. Let me know whatever you think in the comments. Like that video, and be sure to try out Dragonheir Silent Gods. The link is in the description and the top pinned comment. It is available 100% for free to play on PC, mobile, Epic Games, and Steam. I've been Fastidious. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys real soon.
Fastidious.